Hello YouTube, welcome to Ziangs Oriental Food Workshop. On this channel we teach you how to do takeaway style Chinese food. We know what we're talking about, we've run takeaways for a long time. My granddad has been doing it since 1956. Also, this is my mum and I'm Chin.
Chew. Hello.
Anyway, cue intro. Okay, so today's video we are doing Chinese roast pork, aren't we, Mum?
Yes, takeaways. Takeaway style.
Yes. Well, there are two types of Chinese roast pork. Well, there is the restaurant quality and the takeaway quality. They're very two different things. Restaurant quality takes a lot longer to make. We will do a video on that eventually, but takeaway quality is very easy to do. You just need to know your ingredients and what you need to be buying in terms of meat. Obviously it's pork, but in Brunei, where Mum's from, they actually cook a lot of this Chinese roast pork with chicken.
Yes.
It's really nice with chicken actually, so if you want to try it doing this with chicken, by all means give it a go. It's actually really nice if you cook the chicken or even this and actually barbecue it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see Mum's face light up. Oh yeah. But anyway, we'll get on with this and we'll show you how to do that now.
Yeah, that's right. Keep watching.
Yeah, keep watching. How's your holiday?
It's good.
It's good. Oh,
Very
sorry.
good.
We're normally in our shop. Today we're not, just because roof sprung a leak and we want to get the video done today, so we're doing it here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. We'll get on with this.
Okay.
I was telling them.
Oh, all right.
Right, so here's the ingredients for everything. We have a whole bulb that's crushed of garlic, 2 small onions chopped, you can leave the skins on, a good handful of star anise, a good dessert spoon of 5 spice, about 70 grams of tomato puree, good dessert spoon of garlic powder, 4 dessert spoons of hoisin. Now if you can get it, this stuff, or an amoy, in the jars it is not the same. It is really not the same. It doesn't taste the same at all. You really need it from this can. Again, 4 dessert spoons of crushed yellow bean. Again, you need this brand. This is what makes it bright red. This is colouring, and get this in most, well, large Chinese supermarkets, but that's how they get the bright red colour. You have a teaspoon of cloves, teaspoon of fennel, some cinnamon. I don't particularly like cinnamon too much, so I don't put too much in, but you can put a bit more in if you want. A teaspoon of white pepper, 2 teaspoons of MSG, 2 teaspoons salt, and about 300 grams of sugar. There's a lot of sugar. You need water with all this, but I'll decide how much to put in later because I need to figure out how much needs to immerse this. Now we got 1.5 kilograms of shoulder pork. Takeaways use collar, but collar is actually quite difficult to get hold of in your local butcher, so we're actually going to use shoulder, which is the next best thing. If you can get collar, use collar. It's just moister and it's just more delicious. But yeah, so what you do then is you just get a jug of water and you add all this to a pan. I will show you how to do that now, but first we're going to cut this in front of you so you know how to cut the pork, if that makes sense. Right, so you just cut this into chunks like this. It's really simple. You don't need to follow any grain because the grain in shoulder is always quite mixy. And there's quite a lot of fat in there, so it's always tender. So, but like I said, if you can get hold of pork collar, that's it. And these chunks, can you get a chunk, Mum? Just pick up that one out. Okay, so that will actually reduce to half the size, believe it or not. But yeah, that's roughly the size you're looking for. Okay. So like I said, we've got a 2 litre water jug on standby. We might not use all of it. We might need some more. We'll just let you know that you do need quite a lot of water because you are making quite a bit of stock that you are going to freeze and you can use later on. Now the video after this will teach you how to thicken it and actually make Chinese style roast pork. Well, that's what it's called in a lot of takeaways where we are. We don't know what it's called. where you are. But you'll understand. It's basically Chinese roast pork
Yes.
on a bed of bean sprouts, fried rice, and then it's got barbecue sauce drizzled over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a classic one.
Yeah, it is. So Mum's going, yeah. Okay, so unlike normal, today everything just goes in when the pan's off. So in goes the pork. Like, literally everything. Garlic, onions, star anise, 5 spice, garlic powder, salt, MSG, white pepper, fennel, cloves, sugar. Now you might want it a bit sweeter because some places will do it quite sweet. Tomato puree. I have to scrape this stuff out. That's the hoisin. And in goes the crushed yellow bean. Now our version that we do is very different from this, but we do the restaurant grade. And then you put in your tiny amount of red food colouring. So,
No cinnamon.
oh sorry, yeah, that's my fault. And the cinnamon. Now all we have to do is add the water. Yeah, that should be enough. You might add some water into that later on. Yeah, and now on goes the heat. Just keep mixing this about because you want to get everything mixed up. Right, so now you've done all that, you bring it to the boil, cover it for 40 minutes. You want to have it on a simmering temperature, not too hot. You don't want to cook it for too long. Cook it for too long and it will disintegrate.
Yeah. Sometimes depends on the pork, you need a bit longer or a little bit less time.
Yeah.
Depends on the pork as well.
It depends on the fat content of the pork, how thick you cut it for a start,
Yeah.
and just all those things. Just basic things that comes with time if you're new to cooking. If you're not, it's just simple stuff that you'll know over just practice. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll jump back to when it's nearly ready. Boiling now. We're going to lift the lid off and take a peek inside. We might add some more water to this. We used the whole 2 litres earlier. You're going to have to move it around every now and then just to make sure the bits at the bottom don't stick. And to make sure it cooks thoroughly through. So, I'm actually finding it quite hard to get an angle where there's no steam. Sorry about that, but there we go. Mum's just turned it off for us. So that's what it looks like. You can see the red pigment come out quite, and I used a tiny bit. We're not going to show you how to cook using this in this video. We're just showing you how to do this, drain it all off, and to make the barbecue sauce. That next video will show you how a quick, cheeky, like classic 80s dish. Okay, so after about 40 minutes, you want to take the lid off. It should be looking like this, and then what you do is you boil it for another 10 minutes. So 50 in total, and what it's just doing is boiling some of that liquid out to thicken it up a little bit. You don't want it too thick, but yeah. So this is going to sit for another 10 minutes without a lid on. This has now been cooking for roughly 50 to 55 minutes. We wanted it a bit more tender than it was, so like I said before, if you want it a little bit more tender, you cook it for a bit longer. So we've cooked this for about 55 rather than the 45 we said we were going to at the beginning. Okay, so now what you have to do is take out all the pork and place it on a tray. So we do sell some of this stuff to make this on a website, which is www.ziangsworkshop.com. If you give that a visit, that really helps us. Well, if people start ordering off it, it'll be amazing because then we can take this whole cookery full time. as in teaching on YouTube. So you can see there's quite a lot, but what takeaways will do is they'll cut this up and then they will freeze it and then take it out as and when they need it. So yeah, this will freeze. Once all the pork is out, you're left with this sauce here. What we're going to have to do now is drain it, and then when you drain it, you can just portion it up into containers and freeze it. We won't show you how to drain this because it's fairly simple. Wait till it cools down, pour it through a sieve, and that is it. Yeah?
Yes.
It's very, very easy to do. So that is the pork. Now this is better when you cool it down. Leave it to cool down and then slice it. If you try to slice it when it's warm, it will fall to pieces and it's utterly pointless. It has to cool down, put it in the fridge, and then you can cut it and then use it. The next video will be showing you exactly how we do that. We won't be trying this now because it's really hot, but we will be showing you how to use it, okay? Along with the barbecue sauce, how to thicken it, how to use it. Hopefully you guys can give this a try and let us know when you do. Send your photos because we will put those photos at the end of our videos when they come through. It's really nice to see you guys trying our recipes and succeeding, which is the best thing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, until next time guys, happy cooking! Say bye, Mum.
Happy cooking. Bye.